How's it going? How you doing? Fucking hell, okay. So I'm gonna put you up here. Y'all, sorry. Put you boys up here. Put this on. I'm gonna roll a doogie while I rant about random subjects. Which I really don't know what to rant about because I don't know. I feel completely exhausted today. Like from learning, dude, dude. But I'm not tired. Like I'm gonna keep learning throughout the day, which is the funny part of it, I guess. Which, dude, like I never understood. Like I don't know when my fucking parents or when I saw said this or when I saw goddamn bugs or when I saw like a what's it fucking called? Fucking guru or whatever the fuck talking about this about how I'll never get tired of learning. Was as a kid I was like the fuck I'm already tired of learning. Nah, bro, I was tired of the schooling, bro, and I don't know. Just mainly came to the coming to the realization of that me neither, bro. Me neither, motherfucker. I'm not gonna get tired of learning either, cause dude, it's so fucking cool, like in every way whatsoever. Literally expanding your fucking mind, creating new neural links. Is that not fucking awesome? Personally, I like learning because I like struggle, and because I've found that like humans only grow through struggling paths, and humans only grow through uncomfortable shit that happens in our life, right? Right? I'm hearing the rights. And so I have nothing to fucking say about it, other than the fact that I do, even though that I'm exhausted from learning copywriting all day and from starting out copywriting and shit, and from learning more shit like throughout the fucking day. Just so sick and tired of it. But it's in points like these where I'm just chilling and not really learning anything. Because right now I'm not really learning. I'm like fucking babbling on and waffling. I realize at these points how much I actually do like learning and how fucking awesome it truly is. Because before I didn't really notice, like in the present moment when I was learning, that the learning I was doing was cool, you know. But it's come to a point where I'm fucking reading something or I'm fucking practicing by writing some emails, fake emails, or I don't know, taking notes and having to pause a video because I have to take notes. My mind just instantly looks back and I like having to fucking put a joint down or put a doobie down because I have to use both my hands to like full focus on taking notes or something. That makes me look back at the times, which the times was I don't know, fucking maybe 5 days ago. Like I started this process 5 days ago, which was just a process of removing Netflix from my phone. It's a really simple process to be fair. And yeah, like I don't know. The only form of content that I've watched has been educational content. So any type of content that helps me in my craft or in the craft that I want to upbring, to say that. And so I feel when I'm doing these fucking things, like when I'm fucking taking notes, I look back to the times where I was just receiving a constant flow of dopamine from like Trailer Park Boys, really good Netflix series. Recommended. Everybody should watch that. And so look back to the constant stream of dopamine that I was receiving when I was watching some any type of Netflix shit, and I see it as like I don't miss it type shit, you know. Like sometimes you look back to like a vice, like I don't know, smoking or something like that. And you're like, oh well, what the fuck? I do kind of miss it, but not the that type of instant gratification at least. The type of gratification of okay, I'm eating, I'm gonna fucking sit down and have some fucking like watch some shit. You know, that type of shit. Kind of glad that it's over. And even sometimes when I'm like, I stop, I don't know, like I do a 2 hour master class on something, you know, and then instantly after the 2 hour master class, I fucking my mind is instantly like, oh, I'd love to fucking make some food and chill now while I watch a movie or something like that, you know. And then I go to make some fucking food, and my conscious mind takes a little bit over in the sense that I try to fucking not go to Netflix because it's still on my phone somehow. They haven't really deleted. I think I deleted it just from the homepage. It's fucking stupid, but I haven't clicked it yet, which is pretty cool. And because I didn't really know. And so, wait, sorry, I'm fucking battling with my foot. The weirdness is in my body, in my system. That's something we can talk about. Weirdness. Like I know, because I've been through this. I know that like people like fucking tease you and tease people for being weird or for not being part of the part of the norm. Water's out. Y'all gotta stay there for like a solid, I don't know, second and a half while I go get some more water. Oh shit. Bunch of fucking water now, man. No butts, no cuts, and no coconuts. Because I don't like coconuts. Who here likes coconuts, man? Like, who the fuck? Nah, but on a real thing, weirdness, I think is something that should be emphasized. Like, if you're weird and you're outside the norm, of course, this is my perspective because like, at the start when I was a kid, you know, because I still am, but like more of a kid. When I was more of a kid, and people fucking teased me for being different than them. For example, when I was in Spain and I was teased for being able to speak English, which is people fucking kids will look for anything, any excuse to tease you. They find it. So I always fucking say this. Like I never really thought about it at the time because I was, of course, a fucking child. That these kids were doing this because of their own insecurities or whatever. I feel that if I knew that, I would have like laughed my ass off at them, and I wouldn't have had like that much of a time, like of a open area to grow. Maybe I don't know. So I think people should. at least try in one way or another to not, maybe not super express their weird qualities if they don't want to. Because I personally think that everybody should super express their weird qualities if they so wish. For example, if you fucking, of course, there's extents. You know, like I don't want to see fucking furries walking down the street. You know what I mean? But if you want to walk down the street wearing a fucking skirt, dude, or wearing fucking, dude, I don't know, or wearing some fucking, or wearing nothing, like in a fucking, I don't know, shoeless way, or I don't know, dude, if you fucking want to rock some style that is actually permissible in the constraints of society, fucking do it. Honestly, who's gonna tell you otherwise? And if they do, what the fuck are they gonna say? They're gonna be like, you can't dress like that. And you'll be like, why? Hold up. And you'll be like, why? And they'll be like, fucking, oh, 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 and they won't be able to find a fucking reason because they have nothing. They got no. Sorry, I got these crazy mosquito bites on my fucking back and on my leg, and it's just a crazy itching spree right now. They have no real reason. I think people do it to like to make themselves like to feel better about themselves, which is kind of fucked, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like people are not weird enough. Poses. That's something that's pretty interesting. Poses. And how, at least, it's been a while since I left Spain for a while to like see what society is like outside of Spain. You know what I mean? Mm. But at least here, people are not willing to understand, or maybe not even willing to understand, but people are not patient enough to understand the power of a pause, to let shit sink into the other person's brain, to make themselves, I don't know, realize that, realize the silence and realize that they have a chance to maybe ask a question they have about whatever subject you're ranting about. You know? Mm. I feel like psychedelics, I've already talked about this, but I will talk endlessly about. I will retalk subjects to my grave. Like like the titles on these videos are gonna be because I gotta put a fucking title on them, right? Because I can't leave them at fucking nothing or at like fucking 2024 fucking 9 7, you know, like, and the timestamp it just doesn't. It'd be funny, but extremely horrible to track. So I'm gonna minimally track the videos in a very non-defined way. Maybe as I progress further and I'm able to not drift off as much, maybe I will keep a more, and maybe as I invite people over, because I plan to do that as well, my friends and shit, you know, the boys. Um, Maybe in the future I will find, like, I don't know, you will see videos come up which do have a more specific title or like a more specific drive, to say the least. for now, I'm just chilling, just ranting. Oh my god, this shit's man cold. Goddamn. Hmm, that shit just fell on my dick. Oh, that's frisky. That do be pretty frisky. And so we went about psychedelics and me ranting. Yes, yes, of course. So psychedelics are what is something that has also my friends, like my close and my everlasting close circle of friends. Of course, some friends like my friends from uh, earlier schools, like my friends from middle school. I still keep them close, but I don't keep them. I'm not as close, you know. And it's not something that I'm sad of because I know I still have those people repertoire, to put it lightly, I guess. And that the things I learned from those people sorry, still remain inside of me. I don't know, weird shit. So psychedelics for me, apart from friend, was one of the prime things that made me realize that being weird, well, I think the word weird has been like added a negative component to it over time, which I don't like, to be fair, because I like the word weird. I like the little W. I like the word itself. It's cool, and the meaning behind it pretty standard. But the norm in this and like society has made us come to believe in some way that something weird is something bad. Something weird is bad since it is outside of what is normal. And I remember in a lot of my anthropology classes, we discussed what normal was, and we were asked this question a lot: what normal was. Well, I'll go into that in another video, or maybe later, because I will never finish my point. So maybe in some way, I don't know how this will sound, because I've said this before, and people have told me that it sounds some way psychedelics, and to be more concrete in my experience, lysergic acid has been a very eye-opening journey, or is being a very eye-opening journey in the sense that it, well, the first time I tried it, it made me truly, truly be able to see the potential that I could have, or the potential, yeah, the potential that lay dormant inside of me. And so that's why I was so keen on having my second trip alone, and it being a higher dosage, because I was keen on the uncomfortable part. I think I already talked about this in my other video. Keen on the uncomfortable part of LSD, because LSD in some way does put you in a very uncomfortable frame of mind if you're not comfortable with it. Like I know my brother says that he doesn't like the feeling of, because you know how I said in my last video about drugs, how psychedelics affect everybody the same. It's like the same, completely differently. Sorry, what the fuck? Oh shit, I do. No. And so, art. So for me, it was like a conscience expander and like a yeah, like an elevated form of consciousness. It is, I guess. My brother sees it differently, and I don't like see it as bad. I just see it as another like observance, observation. Sorry, observance. I don't know if that's even a word. Observation of LSD or psychedelics in general. And he described LS like some psychedelics to me as the closest thing to the losing of one's mind that he has experienced. And I see it, I see where he comes from, but I see it as that being the way he has defined the effect. Now, I have no fucking idea how like LS like I have no way of knowing firsthand the way that this compound affects other people. And it's very hard to derive conclusions from verbal claims and verbal descriptions that stem from memory because, like it or not, you can't really fucking stop and explain the shit that like the shit that you see, the shit that you think, the way your mind operates when you're on these types of compounds, these types of psychedelic compounds. What the fuck? So, hola. Hostia, tú, Hubert. Yeah, yeah, just fucking. Eh, yeah, Wi-Fi, dude. There's Wi-Fi in this house. That's not a puta video. Ah. Nah, I like fucking lo grabo on OBS and I just fucking upload it to YouTube basically. Like no cuts, no shit. I just find it fucking easier. Like I'm still recording right now because I'm gonna keep talking. Es como like it's like a time. Es como una especie de. I have like two main three main como razones por las cuales estoy grabando estas vainas. One, to like get better at talking. Two, to like create a personal brand. And three, to like, no sé, hablar de mierda. Como, sí, solo ves. Tú ahora estás grabando, ¿no? Ujú. ¿Sí estás grabando? Ah, hola. Sí, ir a YouTube. YouTube. ¿Dónde vais a ir? Ok, si podéis volver antes de las 8 que yo tenía que ir a por tabaco. Vale. ¿Quieres cenar algo? No, estoy bien. ¿No con la mochila? Bueno, no. Sit down, man. You want to talk? Lo podemos hacer en inglés, que es un tipo que sea más conceptual.
Okay.
Estaba hablando todo, estaba tipo, ¿te acuerdas de los videos que hicimos?
Sí,
Like,
claro.
remember, fucking, they didn't record. Like the
No.
microphone didn't fucking work. So,
Oh,
but yeah, I'm talking, estaba hablando like fucking about LSD
yeah, I want to do LSD.
and about how I was talking about how people should emphasize the weird in themselves. How people
Mm-hmm.
should be weirder. What do you think of
Mm, I think everyone's weird. Uh, but there are some people that say, "Look at me, I'm weird."
that? True, true, true. There's some other people that like repress themselves and with the hope of being inside the norm, being inside,
Yeah,
like being inside what society, I guess, society, what you would call society, considers normal or acceptable in terms
yeah,
of
yeah. I don't think that.
behavior.
I think like the people who is weird don't want to be weird.
Exactly.
Is you and that's it. But there's okay. I mean, like being like different with Pinterest posts
Yeah.
and
True.
stuff. People like it. Like it's like the
Yeah.
brand of being
It's
weird.
like the quirky type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
industrialized.
Yeah. I actually now that you mention, I find it weird that slowly but surely people have developed a new word for weird, which is quirky.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because weird, the word weird, I was talking about this before to the one viewer I have, to the one viewer I have, I was talking about the fact that the word weird has been, como que le han puesto un ambiente negativo a la palabra, como se dicen
Yeah.
raro,
Sí.
malo, porque es tipo different, like different from normal
Sí.
in a different from the normal in a somewhat negative way, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm,
Insisto.
ah, es otro.
Hostia, otro porro.
Yeah, quirky is like weird, but okay, but it's
Justo.
good.
Yeah. Cosas extrañas, la verdad.
Bueno, a ver, es que en verdad, em, being weird, siempre te van a decir que está mal. Y solo va a ser weird de verdad si te dicen que está mal. Porque,
True. Exactly, porque si no, you're like different. Yeah.
justo, porque está un poco en la conciencia humana. Em, something is weird is bad.
Ángeles, pero el de después, no son el de antes.
So always people is going to say you know what to do, like things they think is impossible.
Yeah. Really, you can take my chanclas negras. Sí.
Sí, es que necesito.
Sí, por encima, si no te follas.
Yo he sido vuelto antes.
¿Eh?
Yo he sido vuelto.
¿Me podéis cerrar esa puerta, chavales? La de arriba.
La de arriba. ¿Pero lo voy sacando antes?
Thank you. Hang on.
Oh,
Go crazy. Okay.
¿lo tengo que coger a alguien?
¿Eh? No.
Ah, vale.
Adiós. Adiós. So, something that I'd like to touch upon is just because it came to my mind right now, is how I'm a person. I love my friends. I'm personally an atheist. I don't believe in God. I'm a very spiritual person, and I'm still exploring. What the fuck? And I'm still exploring like things. I don't think that I'll devote myself to any religion. That's me myself talking like right now, in the present moment. But who knows in the future? But I haven't found like I've touched upon like I've seen like eh, yeah, I've touched upon a lot of religions, like in the sense of read on and investigated, not thoroughly, of course, because I have no excuse to be fair. I haven't found the interest, to be perfectly honest. But I do believe that there's energy that flows in the universe, and that this might sound weird. We can direct somehow, it's like somewhat direct the flow of energy in the universe to more favorable outcomes, basically. Like, for example, how people say that they would like to have more opportunities, for example, like as a broad term, as a broad example, people say that they would have like to have more opportunities, and opportunities presenting themselves to these people, and these people not perceiving these situations as opportunities, instead perceiving them as maybe distractions, or more concretely, interruptions, which is also how I see a lot of people badly framing how they enter conversation. We'll get back to that shit. So I want to emphasize this fact of, I don't know, if God, let's say God exists. Okay, okay, God exists. Yo, what's up, motherfucker? Hope you're doing good. Hope the day's splendid. I'm doing pretty nice down here. So that guy exists, or gal, or thing, because that's the first thing that fucking triggers me about religion. If a supreme being of ultimate power, celestial goodness, and light is going to be like fucking existent up there and the creator of humanity, it's not going to have a humanoid, probably not going to have a humanoid figure. And if it does, it's probably not a white old man. Now, I haven't met God personally, so I would not know. But let's say God exists, and you pray to God, and you pray to God that you want, or that you need, um, let's say wealth, or friends. Let's say friends, like relationships. If you ask God for social relationships, or for a personal betterment of social relationships, and maybe even intimate and spiritual relationships, do you think that God would give you fucking friends instantly? or would God give you the opportunity of making friends? Same thing with wealth, same thing with love. If, like, I don't know, I see this sometimes, like, I saw this before, like, I don't know, like, imagine I'm waiting in line, fucking a couple years, I don't know, fucking waiting in line, and I see a fucking pretty girl, like, like, two people next to me, and fucking, and I'm like, damn, fucking, she pretty. And something in the back of my mind is like, oh, you should talk to her. Just say hi, ask for her fucking number or something. And I'm like, nah, what the fuck? And the universe magically decides for the two people that are between us to decide they're not in the line anymore and that they want to dip. And the two people dip. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And my mind doesn't see this as an opportunity to do what it initially wanted, or what my subconscious initially told the universe that it wanted. Notice the air quotes. Oh shit, that shit went flying. Ow, ow. And so, in that moment, I didn't do anything. I still waited for the fucking bus, patiently doing nothing. And so this is interesting because I've had a lot of instances where the universe pushes me, and I'm a firm believer of what I said about the universe energy and the energy in the universe and the flow of energy and shit. And if you believe some shit can happen, it will fucking happen. Because I've seen it happen to me firsthand. I'll continue on with this example. Like these two people leave, the girl is now closer to me, so I have a closer opportunity to talk to the girl, and I still don't. And the universe is like, come on, brother. Universe is the best wingman in the world, by the way. And so I'm existing in the presence of this nice young lady. Young as me, to be fair. Not doing anything, not saying anything, and to the point where she says something to me like, fucking, yo, do you know if this bus goes to this fucking place? And I'm like, turn around, like, that one? Yeah, dude. Yeah. I didn't really take that either, sorry, as an opportunity to do anything. Now, to be fair, I'm glad I didn't, because I'm now happily married with 17 kids and a half. Um, this is the problem with not having a like something specific or something to talk, like something explicit. Fuck off, Jesus! I hate fucking push people like GTFO. And so my fucking door just playing loud music. Sometimes I feel like an old man. Can I say that? Like sometimes I fucking wish I was an old man. I think a lot, like I think some people do as well, about what would have happened if if I had been born in another time, like in the 50s or in the 80s, you know? Like in some way, I'm glad that I'm in this time right now because we are in the age of information and the age when we changed. Actually, are we in the age of? Are we still in the age now? We are not in the age of information anymore, right? We're like in the age of fucking. Are we still in the data age? I think we're still in the data age. I'm not sure because you need data for personalization and shit. Because I don't think there's a personalization age, right? Age as an epoch, not even as an epoch, because epoch is like a lot of years, dude, dude. Sometimes I like my ramblings. I don't know what the fuck I talk about, bro. But like, the fuck, 40 minutes just yamming on about shit that makes no sense. Uh, well, regardless, ambitions and manifestation. Now, I do believe in manifestation, but I believe in active manifestation in the sense that I don't believe that if I'm just chilling in my fucking room watching TikTok all day and I'm chilling saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking manifest the money rolling in and it's just gonna come in automatically." Nah, nah. I'm not a firm believer on that because I don't think that shit fucking works. But I do believe that if you think about something and if you think about yourself achieving it and the emotions that you get, well, you will get when you achieve that, I feel that it translates some things into your subconscious, which in turn translates some things into the universe's fucking language, which help you out or give you, as we said, opportunities to fucking. I think that's only the first time I've lost my train of thought this video. Hey, I think I went 40 minutes without losing my train of thought though. I think that's a progress though. I think that's a progress. That's what we said about small wins and shit. Well, I'll be proud of the fact that because I didn't, I think I did a video this morning and I lost my train of thought like 12 minutes in or something. So, fucking proper. Uh, manifestation. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, goddamn. Like, yeah, basically, manifesting, like, it gives you, like, thinking about something and thinking that you can achieve something. Sorry, I was, like, turning the hose off. I don't know if it is off or if it is on. I have no idea. Let me check just because I don't want to waste one. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. But you know what's something that I hate with an absolute devotion? And it's gonna sound retarded, but it's one of my biggest pet peeves. Flies. Now, listen. When I say flies, people say, but mosquitoes are like, where can they bite you? And like, wasps are also horrible. Shut the fuck, bro. The amount of flies that exist in the world is stupid. Okay, I don't know. I haven't researched this because, like, I'm not the type that, like, I don't know, like, like, for example, Archer from, like, Sterling Archer, the fucking Netflix series, or the fucking series, who, like, fucking has a fear for, like, a phobia for crocodiles and just researches a bunch of them. I don't have a phobia. I just fucking hate them. Fucking, and I will, to the brim of existence. Jesus, they suck. And every time they put their little dirty fucking paws on me, that's me too. Very cool. I need a shave. I feel weird. Honestly, I should shave. Next video will probably be shaven. You'll probably not notice, but I notice. You know what I mean? I notice. And if you notice, you being I, fuck am I even saying? If I notice, then it's the only person that matters. What? Dude, sometimes I don't understand what I say. You know, I'd end the video. Just give you guys, I could give you guys like a 40, 50 minute video. But nah, we'll just keep it going for a little bit more. Because, dude, why not? And so I think people, just going way back, way, way back, I think people should completely reframe the way they view interruptions from people. Because I also view them as fucking horrible interruptions. Speaking of, I don't like interruptions. I'm working on it. Working on the reframing of the concept. Because like I'm trying to see it as when somebody interrupts me now, try to actually listen to what they have to say. Because if it has the urgency of not being able to be said in a latter time span, then it might be important. It might be critical. And I've assumed I've accepted. I've come to an acceptance that sometimes, most of the times, you just gotta let the conversation go. Especially if you're like me and you're very into seducing people and liking to see people in their nature, in their true colors, in their true like zero walls, zero barriers, like being as comfortable as they possibly can. Not people pleasing, but seducing them in such a way that they can be themselves. And oh, go ahead. How you doing, bro? You doing noise? Recording from YouTube. This is my brother. What? Yeah, some random talking shit. Yeah. Alright, man. Thank you. Thank you. Well, basically, interruptions should be re-frameworked. Basically, I don't know, cause fucking, it's not that bad. So yeah, it's kind of fucked, but like holding grudges and especially short-term grudges is like, dude. As a personal opinion, it's like there's better ways to assume the situation. There's better ways to assimilate it, you know? But I'm gonna record until these guys get back with the quad, and then I'll fucking dip and leave you guys to your oh shit to your general existence and general fucking yeah. 'Cause, let's let's see. Water's pretty cool. Like as a whole, like I don't know how many people actually stop or are able, first of all, to stop and contemplate the absurdity that is water in our lives. Like the simple fact of cohesion and adhesion, beautiful. Fucking, would you say physical or chemical? Both physiochemical thing? I don't know. Maybe I'd say more chemical than anything else. To be fair, I don't know. 'Cause in physics, I'm pretty sure you learn like forces and shit. Maybe it was more. You also learn water in biology, if I'm not mistaken. You should at least. You know what I think people should be fucking. Kids should be fucking taught since stage zero. Fucking. First of all, psychology. I think if you implemented psychology and you go like into fucking early on psychology and philosophy both, and we'll just keep adding subjects as they come into my brain. If you add those to fucking like early on child education, just think about the sheer amount of I don't I haven't of course tested this or like I have my hypothesis is that the sheer amount of personal understanding that these kids would have of themselves and of the people around them would be so much greater than what it is now, of course. People today are kind of fucked. Uh, so, for example, I don't know, imagine bullying, you know, because bullying is mainly like the bully is a very insecure person or is having problems at home or shit. So probably, if you taught psychology, two things would happen. Either the bullied, would the person that is being bullied, that is, would be would see themselves trying to empathize with the bully and trying to maybe even befriend the bully because they see the tension that is boiling underneath them with maybe things that they can hypothesize that are happening at home or in the outside world outside of school. And so I think that either that could happen, that the bullied person could try to make the bully open up and express shit about themselves, or maybe just yeah, especially around themselves, maybe just stop bullying. Or since you'd imagine that the bully would receive the same psychology and philosophy, I think the philosophy would fucking help wonders. What I'll talk about that now, I think. Would help the bully in the sense that maybe the bully wouldn't even be a bully in the first place because of having understood psychology, and maybe they can see that their tension towards their colleagues at school and aggression towards them, that being verbal or physical, is in some way a display of something that's going on inside of them, you know? And maybe they can see that at a young age because they've been taught how to see that at a young age. And that's mainly psychology part. Now the philosophy part, I feel could do fucking wonders for kids and fucking parents as well. Because I think that the main problem teenagers face, because it's mainly teenagers, about being lost in the world and not knowing who they are, not knowing how to find themselves, is mainly, or at least from what I see and heard and read and experienced, is that what do you call it? You think while I drink some H2O. All right, sorry. Kids being lost nowadays is the main solution that I seen kids fucking myself. Like I'm still a kid. Like I'm what I like I'm 19, but like fucking I've been a kid like until now. You feel me? Damn, I cannot express myself sometimes. And so I've read about kids fucking mainly using finding philosophy or some certain brands. It's always like finding philosophy as a whole, and that like reframing their view on the world and their being as a whole. And then they can fucking maybe like find a certain branch of philosophy that they find extremely proper, extremely compelling, and they follow it, and they might follow it to a brim. And or I don't know, they could be like what I did. Like I researched a lot of branches of philosophy, and I just developed my own understanding of the world. And I will continue to develop my understanding of the world as I continue to read and feed my knowledge repertoire and as I continue to gain wisdom, basically. I also think that money, in some way, like, I don't know, I think that's the main problem kids see with school, that it's not readying them for the real world. And that is the classic affirmation of school, because it is an affirmation. I don't think unless you have really good teachers that give you actual life advice, it's fucked. It's fucked. Because I've been through the entire thing. And I'm in college right now. And I'm gonna have to be in college for a while. Because I can't quit. And I can't drop it. At least for now. But I don't plan on dropping it. Because it'd be nice to have a college degree in my mind. And also to like, this is something that like, if you find yourself at a point of, I don't know how to continue, or I don't know how to start. I think I've mentioned this before. Appeal to the competitive side of your own nature. Now, competitive or not, as you, as an individual, as a person, you're a shy, like, tiny, tiny bit competitive as a human. So, if you ever had, let me see, if you've ever had like a point of neglect, maybe towards a parent or towards an authority figure, because they tell you that you're not good enough and that you just want to show them, rather, rather you want to prove them wrong. Now that is a now that's a competitive like display, like that's a display of competitiveness, and that's something that I it was very present in myself. For example, like I was always very what the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna prove you wrong. For example, like I was always fat, you know, and so like in fucking gym class, they laughed at me when people were like fucking time to do fucking push-ups, and people fucking laughed at me while my face was like, dude, push-ups, and people laughed at me because they were like, ah, he's not gonna be able to do push-ups, and I'm like, fucking look at me, and I fucking tried my best, you know. Or when I used to do fucking, I remember when I started like I think it was like my start. I can talk about this. I'll talk about this in another video. To be fair, I'm gonna just call it discipline. Why not? But I started discipline with motivational videos, basically, and just had one that I played, and it basically just helped me to come to a point where I did 100 ab crunches every day. Then it wasn't much. It wasn't much, but I did it. And so, fucking, like, came to a point at fucking PE where they were like, okay, physical, like, fucking fitness test. And I had a lot of body fat, but I was fucking strong beneath that. So, like, I could fucking squat out, like, I could pop out, like, double the amount of fucking sit ups that these fucking fit football, like, soccer kids could fucking do, you know? And they were like, oh, what the fuck? And I was like, fuck you, bitches. And I've always been like, oh, prove them wrong type of fella. And so now I'm kind of excited to start this YouTube thing because I'm excited to get haters. Because what I'm like, cause like I was about to talk about haters to be fair. Because not only on social media and YouTube and these types of and the internet, but in real life you also have some types of haters. Maybe they're not as prone because in like on social media you don't know who they are. They can like conceal their face and their entire identity so they can be as harsh as they want, but maybe your friends in some way are a hater, like a soft hater, you know, and so they can maybe pull you down without you noticing it. Maybe, and this is something. What? This video is getting way too long. This video is getting way too long. Well, actually, never mind. I said that I'd fucking. Dude, these cunts are gonna be so fucked. Dude, dude. How about ass? Actually, fuck it. I'll just wait. I'll just be patient. Cause, dude, just talk to you guys for a bit more. And so, haters are fucking. Before, like when I fucking saw a hater in a YouTube video of one of my favorite YouTubers, I was like, fuck this guy. Fuck, this guy doesn't know shit. Fucking. Fuck him.
Yo sé, lo que pasa es que da miedo. La velocidad da miedo, ¿sabes?
Sin comentarios.
Estamos así, estoy yo como inclinándome así para no poder coger una curva sin volcarnos, ¿sabes?
Ah, toma.
Bueno, nosotros venimos ya.
Sí, hemos pillado cena.
Nice.
En verdad hemos pillado buena cena. De lomo, mazorca maíz y no sé qué más.
Hay un plato en la nevera. No lo tiréis a la basura, por favor.
Vale, vale. Pero
I used it.
Eso es lo más seco. No, nada.
No, creo que no. I'm not sure, though. Estaba hablando con las millones y millones de personas que tengo en mi disposición.
Yo, ¿cuánta gente aquí? ¿Son como 4 o 8?
yo creo que somos 10.
Well, guys,
Es el máximo número
we'll
de
fucking sign off.
Seguro.
Riddance.
Me he avanzado.
A ver,
Sí,
pena.
tío, hay un puto charco de
Sí, tío, es puto asqueroso. El charco es como un macro gigante, tío.
Me han manchado una camiseta blanca que le pilla nueva, la he llevado una vez y esa vez se me ha jodido por cuatro.
Tío, y entonces no hay forma de esquivarlo, tú. Está como en toda la puta
Tienes que ir
carretera.
todo lento y ahora sí se apunta. Espérate que llega el puto poli y te ya te vas, no te quedas un poco más.
Iba a ir ya, tipo que tengo que pillar el estanco.
¿Qué necesitas? ¿Activar un mapa?
Sí.
A ver, yo te puedo dejar, tío.
Michael Douglas nuevo. ¿Yes o no? Sí, tipo, hice un tier list de drogas el otro día.
Venga, yo te
We'll finish it off with that.
¿La compra viene? Justo, yo quiero hacer
¿Pero has hecho mushrooms alguna vez?
microdose y he hecho una dosis normal, buena. Y ha sido la polla. Lo único, como el problema de la
Sí,
teta.
tío. Lo estuve explicando, tipo, en su como forma intrínseca, biológicamente.
Te envenenas a ti mismo.
Sí, o sea, es literalmente, os estaba hablando de que las setas no están como hechas para comerse.
Ya. De hecho, pues eso
Sí, literal, como que todo lo malo, todo lo bueno de ellos, como
ya.
como defensa natural, pero me encanta. Puse las setas creo que las iba a poner en B, like, tipo, siendo como S, A,
Ajá, vale.
B,
Sí.
C, D. En D había puesto el tabaco y el
Sí.
alcohol, ¿sabes?
Vale.
Ya, inicialmente las iba a poner en B a las setas porque, tipo, tipo, lo que te da en el estómago es un poco
Sí.
high.
Hostia.
Pero las subía a
Ajá.
por lo que es microdosing de setas. Porque es que es una puta locura. Y porque tú no sabes, no sé si sabes, tipo, todas las historias de todos los veterans con PTSD
Ajá, sí.
que hacen, tipo, que después de hacer manifestaciones y no sé qué, les dicen, bueno, pues hay este recurso que es microdose de setas. Y cuando empiezan a hacer microdose de setas, their life changes completely, tipo, hacia arriba. Tipo, completely exponential. Y es como la polla, y es como uno de los principales recursos que se están utilizando ahora para eliminar PTSD.
Ay, tú, yo quiero hacer puto microdose de setas. O sea, creo que me voy a pillar como. Que te hay una cosa que saben tan mal
Yo tampoco, tú, yo tampoco.
que yo no
Eso,
puedo comer mis setas
hay
normales.
gente que lo mezcla en el café.
Bueno,
Está
se me
tipo,
jode el café, bro.
claro, pero piensa que tipo con lo que es una microdosis.
Ya. Bueno, a ver, podrías ponerlo, hacerlo como un polvillo. Y yo qué sé, y hecho polvo, a lo mejor lo podrías poner. saborizante, medio... Hecho polvo, sí, sí. Pues tú, a mí se me rentaría pela.
Bueno, pillate
Un pan de setas.
un pan de setas en Valencia.
¿Qué tal?
A ver, tipo,
Se ve bien.
salieron bien, lo único que las sequé al sol, lo cual no tienes que hacer,
Ah, bueno, claro.
porque no tienes
Sí,
que hacer
pierde
eso.
todo, sí.
Se va toda la mierda, sí. Pero, pero bueno, tripeamos, tipo, tuvimos el vídeo y una tripeada como que nos estuvimos descojonando durante horas.
¿Tú le sigues dando a la seta y el LSD?
A el LSD mazo más,
Mazo más.
pero porque es mi droga favorita, tipo, lo hago como grandes intervalos de tiempo, ¿sabes?
Sí, porque si no, no la aprovechas bien también.
Justo porque además tipo, hay como una escala, like, es que además el LSD tipo como droga, y ya no yo siempre digo compound o sustancia, porque no me sienta como una droga a veces. Tipo lo de que, te iba a contar lo de que está diseñada perfectamente del palo de que es como, tienes que esperar exactamente 2 semanas, tipo, tengo un gráfico de el
Sí,
estilo, o sea, tipo, hay un gráfico
no de daño o algo así.
es de tolerancia de LSD en base a tiempo.
Ah, hostia.
O sea, tú te tomas un TAM, el segundo día te tienes que tomar creo que es un 210%. O sea, son 2 TAMs, o sea, 2,1 TAMs, para tener el mismo efecto que tuviste el último día. ¿Sabes? Y luego cuando bajas como a una semana está como a 1,5, 1,4 TAMs, ¿sabes? Como a 140%. Luego ya 2 semanas ya vuelve a 0%. Como un gráfico extraño, que es como una curva así como...
Pero bueno, podéis hacer. No sé, a mí yo creo que me rentaría a lo mejor hacer el LSD una vez cada mes, en verdad.
Yo creo que un trip al mes es como
Está como ese día, bro, que dices en plan, vale, hoy es el día.
justo, literalmente.
Hoy es el día y lo has estado preparado.
Wow, pues irás por el estilo. Es como, wow, gozada de droga, tú. Sobre todo en términos tipo, tuviste, porque esto ya es del palo de cómo te suman los psicodélicos, porque sí, sube más. Ya ves. Nice. ¿Cómo te sube en términos de music? Tipo, con las setas, ¿cómo te subió en términos de
Yo
música?
no tuve. Ah, sí, 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 qué cojones, sí que estuve tocando. Estuve tocando con un colega, tú, guau. En verdad, sentía como que. No sé, tuve como varios momentos. Primero, en plan, empecé a imaginarme que yo era Jimi Hendrix.
Ya
Acababa
ves,
de tocar, en
todo, qué
plan,
puta gozada.
sentado todo y acaba de llegar con su guitarra, ¿sabes?
Literal, todo.
Entonces, justo, luego empecé a tocar en plan como cosas todas raras, ¿no? Que no, que no, me empezaba a inventar acordes y cosas así, o sea, una cosa súper épica. Y en mi cabeza todo sonó extremadamente bien.
Súper criminal.
Exacto, qué locura. Ahora, en plan, bueno, estaba a un nivel como bastante más bajo de guitarra. Es que, ¿sabes qué pasa? Intenté hacer setas otra vez con Kiran hace 1 o 2 semanas eh, y no me las pude comer, bro, de lo mal que me sabían.
No jodas. Hazte te mando un vídeo. Hay una técnica que se llama Lemon Tech, que es básicamente hacer tu té frío de setas con... Tú coges un vaso. Imagínate que todas esas chustas son trocitos de seta que entonces casi
Vale.
polvo.
Sí.
Entonces tú lo pones setas primero, luego pones como un buen cacho de... No, de jugo de limón.
Ah, vale.
Entonces, el jugo de limón lo que hace es que el citrus dentro del jugo de limón coge la psilocibina, que este es un proceso que me parece la polla. Coge la psilocibina, porque tú sabes que tipo, dentro de tu cuerpo, la psilocibina, no sé, tu cuerpo sintetiza la psilocibina hacia psilocina. Y la psilocina es el compuesto activo de la psilocibina. Entonces, la psilocina es lo que verdaderamente se une a tu cerebro y te hace que tripees. You know what I mean? Entonces, el citrus, el ácido cítrico este, lo que hace es que te coge un poco de la psilocibina y te la convierte en psilocina. Y te coge de las setas, de los trozos de setas, y te extrae, o sea, pones fucking zumo de limón y pones un poco de agua, tipo hasta arriba, fría. Y básicamente se te hace una solución de psilocibina y psilocina. Porque la psilocibina como que se extrae de las setas con el limón. Y como que entonces te quedan como grumillos de nada. Te queda como un líquido, es que además que se queda tan guapo, es como un líquido mágico azul.
¿Sabes?
Porque la psilocibina es como azul y hace como...
Oh, pues voy a hacer eso la siguiente. Quantum, ¿no? Qué guapo.
Pero sí, está todo guapo. Se llama Lemon Tech, te lo buscas en internet tú. Te salen mil cosas. Es la polla todo. Es la polla, la verdad.
¿Y de Biblia y tal? Bueno,
Tipo
de hierba.
de
Bueno,
hierba.
no sé
Sí,
si hay de otra cosa, de
tipo...
mesinas. Ah, bueno, de por ejemplo ya se vuelve. Pero de
de
heroína.
nivel de por sí.
Bueno,
Bueno, creo
porque
que
de
podrías
heroína.
hacer brownies de hostia de heroína, la verdad.
La heroína es heroína. ¿Y qué es que tú? Quitas la harina y pones heroína. Literalmente, o sea, ¿cómo se hace?
Ah, qué gracioso, tú.
A ver, los edibles a mí me rentan, en verdad.
A mí
O
me
sea,
encanta, pero muchas veces no noto la fumada de los edibles.
a ver, es que tú, que tarde tanto. Es que, ¿sabes qué pasa? Que el día que yo intento hacer edibles, tú, y quieren también. Hice un brownie, bro. Hice un brownie. Que salió una experiencia. O sea, estuvo guay. Pero mira, para empezar, llegó todo el mundo tarde a la casa de Kiran. O sea, cuando llegamos a casa de Kiran ya era por la noche.
Hostia.
Pero empezamos a hacer el brownie. Empezamos a hacer el brownie y tal. Y yo me había mirado un vídeo en YouTube de cómo hacer un brownie y tal para cuando llegara ahí poder controlar la situación, ¿no? Y nada, y me puse tal a tocar el brownie, no sé qué, tal, a hacerlo. En plan, y que empezaba el momento de descarboxilar la marihuana. No sé qué, en plan, yo estaba haciendo como había visto que en el vídeo y todo, no sé qué, tal. ¿Cómo que no? Que sí, que yo he visto que no, que pasado me ha dicho. Me llaman un colega, no sé qué tal. Al final nos tiramos 40 minutos para hacer lo que, en plan, lo que ya estaba haciendo. Hicimos el brownie y cuando terminamos el brownie eran las 2 de la mañana.
Dios.
Las 2 de la mañana. Pero claro, ya éramos 8 tíos. O sea, no, éramos 5 tíos en la casa y queríamos en plan ya el brownie ya. Y tú, mira. Total, para empezar, yo me comí el brownie y mientras yo esperaba que me subiese, ya estos estaban usando el porro. Y entonces dijimos, nada, no sé qué tal, nos quedamos viendo una peli en la habitación de Kiran. No me acuerdo ni de la peli. ¿Eh? Hice así, como ping, y cuando le levanté los ojos, 8 de la mañana. Y todo. Dios. Y si yo me estuve como 2 días fumado. O sea, bueno, fuera de plan, porque eran 2 días fumado. Completamente enfermo.
Perdiste 2 días por un brownie.
Ya, literal. Bueno, los perdí, los hice bien, pero era como un día. Los hice, hice TP, hice TP de 2 días.
Hostia, pues yo me tengo que ir al estanco. Bueno, gente, a fucking
Bueno,
pleasure
gente.
seeing you again. No me acuerdo, tenía una despedida. Godspeed, good riddance, and goodbye.